So when we shot the film, we shot on 3 consecutive weekends out in New Jersey on location, and we didn't know each other very well at the beginning. And the script we had was great fun to work with, and Daniel, of course, knew exactly where he's going with this film. But the script was a little loose on some of the details, so there were scenes that we understood, but had no idea how they were going to fit into the final product. And we were shooting the opening sequence where I'm playing a clone of myself, which I believe you did not understand. And I'm performing some odd actions in a radiation suit with the head prosthesis and the scab burn makeup, radiation burn makeup. And we're outside, we're like doing a stop, and the Vader's like, poke this with the stick, and I'm like, okay, you look at the sky, and okay. Again, I don't know him very well, so I don't want to annoy him. And we get to he says, this part, just look at the sky. And I'm like, okay, look at the sky. And like, why am I looking at the sky? And he's like, just look at the sky. I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the sky. Why? And Daniel says, just look at the sun like it's your best friend. And I'm like, okay, sorry. I obviously crossed the line. Sorry about that, dude. I'll just look at the sky at the sun like it's my best friend. And I'm like,
I met Gonzalo Nosol in the fall of 2022 at the City College of New York, where we attended the same master's program for filmmaking. When I met Gonzalo, he intrigued me both as a writer and director. I knew whatever idea he had, I had to be the one to produce it. This is the story of his film, A Little Holiday, or This Space issue number 3, and how it was made. His 2 previous short films, or space issues, were science fiction films that would take on subject matters such as transportation through time and space, alien life, and quantum physics. This film, A Little Holiday, or This Space issue number 3, would take on the concepts of iterations, or the idea of simulation theory.
Okay. Hi guys. Hello.
Hi.
Well, thank you. This is exciting. Y'all look great. There is a dog, but I think he's inside. I haven't seen him.
Very friendly if you guys are...
Yeah. The dog's very friendly.
His name is Bernie.
His name's Bernie, or Bernard, if you want to be formal.
Unlike most directors that I've worked with in the past, main issues typically are for making a film or staged production results in needing funds or finding a space or location. The issue for this film was Gonzalo approached me that the actors in this film would need to be aliens that were disguised as human beings, meaning that they would have to pretend that they were literally wearing a skin suit that is actually real. And on top of that, these aliens who are pretending to be humans would all need to speak a language that wasn't English. Now, mind you, as a producer and director myself in New York City for the past 8 years, I have developed quite the Rolodex when it comes to meeting different actors of certain skill sets. This would be my most difficult task that I was ever given. But, in result, I had never been able to create such a great ensemble of actors for such a great director.
You all have recognized that you're in the simulation. You all are kind of on the same page. You were, Quanto, you were very concerned for a while, but now you're kind of like accepted into the group, so now you're in it too. So everybody's kind of in this together.
20 freaking minutes.
In order to create a film like This Space, issue number 3, or A Little Holiday, you have to be a very precise filmmaker, and you have to have a very active crew. Each of the crew members were people that Gonzalo and myself both knew, whether it was from our school, or from Gonzalo's previous productions, or my previous productions. We assembled a dream team, a team of go-getters.
2,
Still, an island of misfit toys, but with fully charged AA batteries ready to burn the midnight oil to make a film that they had no idea what it was actually about.
Action. 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 3, 2, 1, action. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time.
44, take 2.
Slow down. Good.
Okay, and in 3, 2, 1, action. The idea though is that you are going to, when your teacup falls out of your hand, it's going to hit the saucer. Just on his thighs and just rest. And Chalet kind of comes next to him. So if I play this a little bit more, Chalet kind of comes next to him and goes, "Okay, are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, thank you." Meanwhile, Cowboy Shook just grabbed a knife. She's coming over here and basically leans behind him, grabs him like this. Abby, you kind of think like, "Oh, that's not, I'm okay." No, thank you though. But then she just starts fucking stabbing you in the back.
3, 2, 1, action. I'm sorry, no. Oh, this is why. Okay, sorry.
That,
Okay, cool.
you know? But that's kind of, so,
I can see James in the shoulder.
so yeah, just come more to the left, I think. No?
Okay, but then I'm going to see you.
Are you?
Yeah, potentially. Because this is the low, so it's kind of heavy on the black. It's like way underexposed compared to what's going.
Okay, then I know it's boring, but just shoot a little bit more straight on. And pull out. 3.
So we're tapping our right foot,
Tap the right foot. 2.
just the toes.
1.
5, look, 6, 7, and 8, down. Fast. 2, 3, 4, right foot, left, right, left, 8, walk. 2, 3, 4, and head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turning section.
But you ran out of steam.
Congrats. Weekend 1 is wrapped, yeah? Yeah! Alright.
guys.
Congrats. Amazing. Yes, changing in
What do we got?
your clothes, please. There's cars changing, there's the
Like a
or something.
So you didn't get to this.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. Thank you.
Next time I work there, people were like, I don't know.
Thank you. I didn't see it. Just read Solo Quanto. You kind of play possum as she approaches, and then so you're playing dead. She kind of comes over here, winds up very dramatically. You're kind of like a Michael Myers person at this point, and at the last minute, you kind of go, you grab her thumb, you dig your thumb into her bleeding mark. You instinctively drop your knife. We'll do it in post, and you go and you're holding your leg. Meanwhile, he kind of drops, grabs your ankles, flips you back. You nail your head on here. He comes over. He's just kind of crawling with his little knife, and he's going to try to stab you. You stop him. Meanwhile, you just notice what he just did to her leg. You look. You notice that even though he's holding you, and you're kind of holding her with your leg here for support, she kind of sees that. She's able to dig this into you. You hold your leg. You run out. You kind of come over here. And you're just looking at like, what is this?
Showing up on the farm for the second week, I first noticed out of anything that Linus had been now wearing a different costume that I had expected him to be wearing. His character was wearing a white jumpsuit with orange stripes, covered in moles and blood. He held a long, spear-looking object that almost resembled a harpoon, as if he was chasing Moby Dick or finding some sort of monster that lurked within a realm that he was in. Linus was very good at just going with any type of idea or story that any director or writer would give him. During these days in shooting, I had gained some respect for Linus, even more so than I had previously. He really let himself go in being a part of something that he didn't really quite understand, as well as many of the other actors that were a part of this production. You see, the script that Gonzalo had written was not of your typical format that you would expect a screenwriter to write in. It was filled with action, implied dialogue, parts of interpretive space-time language that maybe someone who is an astrophysicist would have an easier time understanding than that of a mere performer. And there was a scene in which that the puppet needed to have a prop placed in its front pocket. The prop, though, had to be placed with a claw. The claw was flimsy and long and cumbersome. Now, for someone who has an extensive background in puppetry, such as Jim Grant, we were dying to just let ourselves be the ones to do it. However, Gonzalo insisted that he had to be the one to do it. I never asked him why, but after about 20 minutes of us just sitting there and waiting for him to just put a small prop in the pocket of a life-size human worm, we all celebrated as if we had just graduated or just gotten married or just turned 21. In the 3 weeks of principal photography, there were problems that had arisen that I had not mentioned or things that bothered me. I could have mentioned the fact that we were filming in a barn that had wasps and bats. I could have mentioned that during one of the days the temperatures dropped. I could have mentioned that during the second week of production my rental car was stolen. But these things really never got to me. Mostly because I had people who supported me and gave me everything I needed to continue on my mission to make this film happen.
You have to let us go. We're taking her to the hospital.
It all started
Guys, you don't
on
want to
a
stop
simple delay for glue.
Okay. Hold on.
Our makeup and hairstylist both were using glues that people use for facial prosthetics, hair prosthetics, things that keep things on your head in your face. Unfortunately, during this time, there was a miscommunication causing the makeup artist to be using the wrong glue. This glue was used by the other hair and makeup person for a different type of prosthetic.
Much better. Now I can talk and breathe.
And if I put makeup on top of it, then you see exactly what it is.
I think I can shade closer with this.
You can.
And sure enough,
Yeah, if we could
we were able to get that ugly mold on Jim's nice little head.
Whatever you guys want.
because
And we were able to get Daniel to have the shot that he wanted with just enough daylight left.
And so you're coming, and as you leave, pardon me. So you come here, and then your foot taps, and you drop your cup right here. It spills, and Avi just kind of looks. So roll.
It ended uneventfully. We all stood around and watched Gonzalo follow around the fellow actors, walk around the barn so he could try to get their footsteps, so later on he could sync their steps correctly to make the noise that they make on the wooden floorboards. I never understood, but until recently, I didn't understand till recently that after Gonzalo had called "That's a Wrap," he was met with barely any applause. It's because when you're on a film set, when you are done, you have finished a labor that has cost you lots of time and has exerted a lot of strength that you have had to give for the film. And even though both of those factors still were a part of this film, we were given something back from this film. Something that made us not want to go back to our stinky, smelly cities. Something that made us enjoy what we were doing. Playing pretend, wearing costumes, making weird commands that created a story about aliens disguised as humans in a simulation ran poorly through iterations to find something that wouldn't be discovered unless if it was accidentally found.
Yeah. That's all right. Thank you guys.
Woo!
That's right.
Yeah! Woo!
Ooh. And then the film comes out. And little did I know, but he's put his girlfriend's face into the sun, and the sun is my best friend. And I am looking at the sun like it's my best friend. So I was like, oh, that's what we were doing. And he almost told me about it too. We all understood that Daniel knew where this film was going, but sometimes it was a surprise to us.
Thank you so much. Oh wow, yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, no, I just want to thank my producer / casting / really good friend / everything else, Nick, Linus, my partner Martha for tolerating me and cleaning up the most bat poop just from the barn, and then my friend James, we helped me drive everybody, and then also we didn't have a boom operator, so we trained him on boom operation and really took to it, so.
Sometimes the redundancy and the absurdity can make you actually a happier person. And there's something beautiful about being absurd and being a part of something that just doesn't quite make sense, because when it's all said and done, when it's finished, you'll have nothing but fond memories and lovely thoughts for the future. My name is Nicholas Kennedy. I was the executive producer for This Space issue number 3, A Little Holiday. Thank you for watching and listening to this story. Have a nice evening. Take care.